Hello everyone and welcome back to our, megacity it is indeed, as we are trying to, cope with the demands that are rising all the time. And one demand right now is probably one of our most difficult ones that we've had so far, and that is really getting a total of 75 tier 5 investor skyscrapers into this city here. I'm already trying to cope with the productions in the background, so I'm not always recording the upgrades that I'm doing to my industry because I think it's rather tedious and boring, but trust me, upgrades have been made once more, and with that we hopefully can afford a bit more perhaps. We do have, as we can see, a lot of tier 5 skyscrapers. I'm actually also trying to squeeze them in here with a bit of a loss to me. Yes, we could actually also downgrade them again. And the thing is, once I start with my construction phase 4 of the Skylines Tower, we can degrade or demote them into the lower tiers once more. Now let's just check. I think yes, we do still have some tier 3 skyscrapers here, as we can see. So let's go ahead and upgrade the tier 3 ones. They're just right next to the furniture store, and they should also have the... No, actually they don't have town hall here, right? So there's the town hall, and then we still need a town hall for these tier 3 skyscrapers, tier 4 skyscrapers they are now, because otherwise I will not be able to afford that many more. Let's just check this area here as well. There's some tier 2 still left over, and then we got these here. That's a tier 3 that we can definitely upgrade, 2 of them in fact, and I still need 6 more. So yeah, well, with steps like these we can make this one work, even though as we see it is slow. What I can do though is I could have another town hall, as I said, and we could turn a town hall into this block there, though it will be, tricky. Now, while we wait for more skyscrapers to upgrade, we can actually upgrade whole districts there once more. So this one that I've built in the last episode here, let's get us the workers in that we need. We'll also have a look at the new vibrant cities there once more. So since it's a bit closer to the industrial zone, let's have these darker looking industrial worker houses. And there's even a parade going right into our industrial zone over there through that gate. Now up here on my cliffs, I do need to adjust a few things in order to prepare for the amusement park, the next big landmark that we have. We do have at the moment a 3-lane road here that is going all the way up here, and I would like to keep this one a 3-layered road. What I'm doing is I'm going to move the pub up there as well. These guys here, unfortunately for now, needs to go. I need to move this whole thing up by 1 step. So now we can make this one a 3-layered road, more or less. And then, I'm just going ahead and copy me the layouts that I need once more. And I think we're going with this one here that I've already had. And by copying these buildings, they will automatically go for the tier 1s. And as we can see there, we also have the farmer new skins now available as well. And I'm not going to build that many into this block here anymore, as I think we do also need some space there for the latest amusement parks then. Let's go ahead and have, the last houses here. These houses are going to be connected with just one entrance, like so. And then it's probably here something that I haven't thought about yet. We might keep this one green for now, this area. These guys should have everything they want. Perfect. A warehouse, marketplace, the pub, everything is there. And then we have this whole area now for the amusement park. Now, in my last playthrough of Megacity Edition, we made a symmetrical amusement park. And to be honest, I don't know a single amusement park in the world that is symmetrical. I only know them, rather chaotic, as they expanded over time. And we're doing the same thing this time. No symmetry anymore for this one. We're rather going down the, chaotic route, because why not, really? It does fit as well. Let's go ahead, amusement park over here. And as we can see, we do get some nice welcoming gates. So here it is where we're starting. And we do, actually what we can do right away is we can make here a fence from starters right away. So here we have a normal straight fence that goes all the way here along the the roads then, right? It's separating that. Of course, we need to do this because otherwise people could just get in there for free. And of course, we do need to charge them something. Marcel Forecast, celebrity chef, artisanal kitchen in productivity 100%. And instead of beef, it processes pigs. I think we already have a similar item to this one here. No idea about that yet though. So let's go ahead and have the fence then. Unfortunately, no rounded fences. We do need to make this one a bit cornered as we move across here. And then we are also making another fence just here that is then overlooking the whole city. And no idea where this one is going yet. The cool thing with the fences is, well, it's not only a fence, it's also a path on either side, so people can walk on both sides while overlooking the city and also while overlooking, of course, the amusement park. Now, for starters, let's have 2 bronze lion statues here that are going to greet the people coming into this one. And then we can actually go ahead right away with our, well, gates that we have. Oh, goodbye, it actually says on this one. So we need to make sure that we do have the right gate formation on either side. And I think here we do once again need the welcome and goodbye one. As we enter now the park area, of course, that is. By the way, where are the pathways for this one? As I can only see that. I think we do have them right next to them. Right, they're right, not really right next to them, but it's a bit further away. And as we can see, it's not the same pavement. I rather need to use another one. Now, once again, I need to change something. We have a different gate now over here, as we can see. I think this is really cool because they also have these ticket booths where people can then purchase the tickets. And then they only then do they get into the amusement park, right? And I've also changed a bit the layout here so that it is a bit more symmetrical, at least the entrance, because that is, after all, one of the more important areas. Then we got the whole main plaza over there. We do have lots of things that we can add here. For example, we could get the snacks and drinks and stuff like that into this area, into this main area right in front of it. Some bakeries, some pizzerias that we can have, a sandwich shop, perhaps 2 together here in with a little booth then on either side, or some steps here to drink and eat and stuff like that. We could also have some clock houses so people know what time it is actually. Let's have the clock houses here and here on either side so they know when they have to leave again for what they are paying for, of course. Then we could have some, well, farmers stand we have, of course, this really cool clear water pool. I don't think I'm going to use it again, though it really is such an amazing pool, right? It's just fitting in everywhere, basically. Wherever we can put it, it just has everything that, well, you might wish for. Then we have, I would really like to have some water or something like that in this area, like the Endless Sky Memorial. Not really fitting in. Then some toilet booths, and right next to them we do have some trees to also hide whatever is happening in them. Now, it's getting along slowly. We do have the ground planes, as they're called, ornament here, that I don't think is so bad, especially once we place it. It's the only real pavement that I know that is bordering correctly with the ones that we have from the amusement park, and at the same time offers some nice looking pavement too, so I think we're going to stick with this. And it is this very pavement that we can use through the whole park, right? So it basically borders then, or it basically follows the path then itself of the park. So with a double road, it should be fine going through the whole park, all the way here to the other side. And whatever we have over there, we don't know that yet. Let's just see. We could also have, we could have a roller coaster here already if we want to. Something like that, a bit closer perhaps, or over here, right? So people can really just see what's awaiting them. We're going to have a couple of them, of course. And then I would also like to have a ferry wheel, probably at the end of this here, where people can go right in and overlook the city then as well. So this is only the first of many. And look at that, how perfectly it comes together, blends together with the major pavement there, even though it's a complete different DLC pack, right? So this is the pedestrian zone and this is the amusement DLC pack, and it just fits together so nicely. And as we can see, the first roller coaster is actually already on its way, making its turns. Now we'll probably go with a second ferry wheel over there. Unfortunately for the big attractions, we only have one roller coaster and one ferry wheel. There's also no different looks or anything for them. So unfortunately, that's the end of them. So since of course a proper amusement park has to have several roller coasters, I'm probably going to add 3 of them. So we have another one then over here, and then probably one more in this area. And in between we get lots and lots of smaller attractions that we can add, like the shooting games, for example. We could have, for example, a little alley here between the 2 roller coasters there. And I said I would not make it symmetrical. I might break my promise this time, because I'm going to move this one more up. Come on, you'll want it too. There you go, so that we have 3 tiles on either way. And that makes sense, because then we can have these shooting games and stuff like that on either side, as, you know, people are wandering around here to the end of that. So we also have the beverages stand. This one is actually something, there you go, Tin Can Alley. So it should be looking like that. Then we got the ice cream stand, and we got the cotton stand, and we got another ticket booth that we don't really need. But on the back here, another shooting game. So this is the shooting game alley. There we got like a couple of them now here. Now, of course, we got the hot air balloon attraction as well that is in the city decorations. And this one is just something that's really, really cool. And we definitely should have something like that. Probably 2 of them. We could have one here at the end of this one, or at the end of the whole attraction then, or here on the side as well. Now, I definitely would like to have lots of fountains, so we could, for example, squeeze in a nice elephant fountain just here. Oh, but there we can see that the pavement is a bit different now. Perhaps if I move this one over it again, it will auto-adjust correctly itself, and it does. How very nice. Perfect. People can sit there, enjoy the day, and watch the elephants go by. Let's go ahead and make a little alley here as well, where we do have stands on the left and the right, so people can really just enjoy, well, shooting stuff and whatnot. So let's have, what do we have here? A strongman game, for example. Or we can also add to this area then the balloon. We don't have a balloon yet, and the barrel organ player and the portrait painter, so stuff like that. Perhaps here in the center I would like to have some normal ones, so a tin alley, and then around it the shooting game, and then we do have a balloon seller and portrait painter as well. And on that side here we still have something. We could have, no beverages once again, but the strong arm 2 times perhaps, and then also a ticket booth we don't really need. Barrel organ, bar table, something where people can just enjoy their day. And of course we can and should use the ornaments from the other city packs there as well, from the other DLC packs. A postcard view. We do have a lookout point, of course, that we could add to the end of it, where people can also have a look over the city if they don't want to ride one of these wheelies there. A wooden pavilion that I'm going to saving up for later. We still have the hot air balloon that I haven't used yet, so that is something that we might just be getting then over there somewhere. And then we also have, of course, the occasional ice cream and cotton candy stands then just here at the end of it, because there we still need some room for the fence then, right? But it's a nice little area there just in front of everything, really, where people can take a stroll through. Not that many people in the streets yet, as we can see. They take some time before they appear, right? In these little corners here, we either could do some ornaments like this one, right, to separate them, and then perhaps, what do we have here? A column? Yeah, column doesn't really fit in there. Yeah, but a ticket booth. So this is kind of like where you can purchase the tickets perhaps for the ferry wheel. I mean, you do have to pay entrance, of course, but perhaps you have to pay some premium prices there as well. I don't know. We do need money after all. And those people have to pay for what they get, right? So this is kind of like here the center now. We do have this one, this area. I still have a little space here for another alley that we can add. We do have our elephant. Now here is the balloon where this whole thing is coming in then. And there's already some people coming off. Perfect. Let's not forget the occasional trees that we can also add into this whole mess here, with some benches where people can sit. After all, sitting from time to time is important when you're in an amusement park. I speak from experience. at the end of the whole thing, why not have the local department that I haven't built yet? It might be fitting in just nicely here. We could think it is a big restaurant where people can go and eat out there. We can still build this one. I think we can build it several times on this island here, so no problem really. We still need, of course, to get the street all the way up to the building itself, like so. And then we can still have some ornaments left and right if we want to. And we might also make a little stroll area here as well that goes around the end of my park. Then here around the, let's call it restaurant really, where we go around it like so. Perfect. Actually, let's get rid of that once again. That's really just around the restaurant itself. Let's build this one and let's build the restaurant. We can afford it easily. It's not the worst thing in the world. Also, people of course have a nice view then over the city there once more. And if it's a warm day, we could also have some pavilions out here just there at the end of it, right? So here people, oh wait a second, it's actually too many of them. I might only have 2 of them together. And we need to be careful here with the fence still that I need to push around there. So some pavilions where people can then also enjoy their day. Here we could actually make perfect some enclosed ones going all around here. And I think I also found the fence that I wanted to use. I think this one is the proper one that we might just enclose the whole park with, like so. I guess all the way then around here. Oh, of course, those people here have a view, right? And I can't kill the view for them. I mean, no one can go over here anyway, so we could then just continue there. And then it comes together on the other side once more at the gates here. By the way, we don't have the pavement for the entrance yet. There you go. I think this will be the entrance point. Here we will need to think about the pavement there once more. And there we still have some room, as we can see, where I can still and should add some more buildings, right? Like some fun buildings, some fun items. Facing the hole, I already have 2. Once more, some shooting game here perhaps. We could have Tin Can Alley. That barrel organ player would be a bit solitaire, I think. Might have some bar stands here. Very good. That we got a whole alley now where it goes all the way there to the other side with just a mile of people that can sit here, eat, and also shoot if they want to. But then I would feel better if we actually connect this one here. So let's go ahead, right, so that it's not so separated. So this whole thing is then going into this area there once more. And here we just really need to push the decorations then over. And then we can, boom, add once more some items. Holy cow, you know what I've just forgot? The merry-go-round from the Christmas ornaments. It's absolutely possible. I mean, it's not really Christmas looking like. The merry-go-round, of course, is one of the major attractions for every child that visits the park. And before you even realize it, the park is finished. Yeah, it's not the symmetrical park this time, looking a bit more chaotic. Unfortunately, we don't have that many assets available, but I think it's okay looking. And yeah, we do have now the finished park just up there. Here, I can still, of course, and should add a couple of more nature ornaments around it. So the temperate grove, for example, that we can absolutely have close to the park here in the outer area, right next to these houses then, right? So we are still going to have some houses there, of course. And this is then basically going into the mountain area then just up here. So that we have some trees as well at the end of it. And these people here, well, these people here need to be upgraded then at all costs, of course. That we have some proper looking farmers, workers, I'd say, right next to our park. Now we also have a better entrance. I've just used the same paving there because I think it just fits much more. We can still, I think, go ahead and upgrade the workers that we still then have here to the artisans. That we should definitely do. And down here, yes, we can also continue with the next upgrades. Those workers here, workers we have plenty of. And it's absolutely fine getting some more artisans into this this whole area here, which is important. And let's also just paint this one in what? Yep, I think in the industrial zone. Or industrial style that we can have just below the amusement park. And boy, what a view one has when they're taking the rides. And as we can see, lots and lots of people want to enter this park here. By the way, what I think is that if I find a police station, oh yeah, let's get the tourists there, the hotel. The amusement park is not part of the vistas, right? So we don't need to add a bus line to this one. Though of course it would make sense if we have a bus station here right next to it where people can also leave. So let's get rid of this house there. And instead, for the tourists and for basically anyone that wants to come, by the way, we would have even more ornaments available. But let's have the bus station right here at the entrance, so people can also take their ride and ride to this place here. Perhaps on the back, we might still be having some ornaments and then also flower bed. Of course, we still need to upgrade these workers, otherwise it's looking a bit out of place. So far so good. It's a bit of a different approach this time to the amusement park. I might still work on the flower beds and perhaps we find some better ornaments then, and I need to wait here too. I can already see that we are fluctuating a lot right now money-wise. Something is wrong somewhere with all the upgrades to people, so we need to check this one onwards. Stay tuned.